Beautiful. Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef John Morris and you're watching Morris Time Cooking. As seen in the title, today I'll be showing you how to make some green seasoning, Jamaican style, Caribbean style. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. After the intro, we get right. We are back, as I said before, making some green seasoning. This channel is no stranger to green seasoning. I have a video out about 2 years ago or 3 that I made some green seasoning, but I'm giving you the updated version. So without further delay, let's jump right into these ingredients. Over here we have, of course, the Scotch bonnet pepper, and you can see them lingering around here. This, however, can be done based on your spice tolerance. I'm not going to give you a preferred measurement, but just know if you want it to be less hot or mild, you remove the seeds because that's where all that heat is compact, right? Over here we have some green onions or scallions, and I'm using about 3 bunch of scallions here, roughly, right? And they're looking a little bit quail because I had them in the fridge about 2 days now to make this video, and I just got so busy. Over here we also have some garlic, right? We have 2 cloves of garlic. We have some pimento berries. We call these allspice berries. And then we have some white onion. You can use purple onion if that's what you have. Any onion will do. We have the green onion, we have the white onion or the yellow onion. And I'm going to be using 2 medium onions. Over here we have the king in them, man. Some fresh rosemary. Listen to me, as I said, use the herbs that you like, right? Then I have some ginger. I'm not going to be using all of this because ginger is a little bit spicy, right? So we're not going to be using too much of this, and we don't want to overpour everything with ginger. Because I couldn't get any fresh basil, I have here some dried basil, right? I like to season up my chicken and stuff with basil as well as some oregano. I like to season up my chicken with that as well. And in the Caribbean we call this coolie mint, right? Nice big broad leaves. And then over here we have some thyme. I can't really say fresh thyme because I went away for a few days. I had to put these in my freezer, so the color kind of changed. However, they should be nice green like the rosemary, right? And then right here we have some cilantro. Yeah, we have some cilantro, and we don't want to use too much cilantro because, again, tanginess and that spiciness, we want to watch the overpowering herbs here, right? And then last but not least, we have some parsley. So the flat leaf parsley, you can use the regular parsley, whichever one you can find. And right here, to preserve the thing, I'm going to let you in a little bit. And to bring a little flavor, okay, you don't know what the Caribbean will represent, you know. Some pink Himalayan salt. And that is it. So let's get blending. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get these washed nicely. Gonna go into the parsley, nicely wash. All of these are washed. What you want to do, just break those big chunks off or just cut these off. Chop that, just so everything fits nicely in here. So just drop that in here. We don't want to overcrowd this. We may have to do this in batches, right? Not too much cilantro. Next up, the rosemary. So a tip that I want to show you, the rosemary at the time, because you don't want these stems that are very hard in your green seasoning. You just hold it like this at one end and then you pull. So once you pull like this, you get off those leaves. And then you're left with that. You're left with the hard stem, but you have those leaves right there. We drop those in. We don't want this in our green seasoning. All right? And you just repeat that. Pull that back in. This time still smells so good. Even though it was in my freezer and it lost the vibrant green color, but. Alright, next up we're gonna go in with ginger. About a thumb-sized piece of that ginger. I'm just gonna scrape the ginger. Chop that up. You don't have to do this, but I know the ginger can be very fibrous, right? Just chop that up. Help out the blender a little bit, because you know that ginger can be very stringy. So Scotch bonnet peppers in. We need the flavor. Flavor is what we want from this Scotch bonnet. So for 2 of these, I'm going to remove the seeds, just so we don't have it being overpowering with spice. Because we're going to do this in batches, in order to get this nice and smooth and to preserve this, we're going to go in with some olive oil. You can use vegetable oil if that's your choice. I have here about a 1/4 cup. I'm going to go in with half the amount. And then we have some white vinegar. As I said, this is to help to pulse everything, as well as to help and preserve this, right? Going with a little bit of salt. In total, we're going with 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going with half first. Going with some of that pimento, fresh pimento berry. Going with a tablespoon, so I'm going to add half in here, half in the other batch. Some of that oregano. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons, 1 in here first, just like so. As I said, if you have the fresh ones, feel free. And a tablespoon of that basil. Again, you'll be using 2 tablespoons of each. And we close that down and we pulse. Beautiful. All right. So that's what we have so far. So we have that down to an extent. I'm gonna go in now with our onion. Just rough chop. Drop those in. Spread them. Nice. Woo! For your garlic, I like to just have it like this. Squeeze. Once I squeeze like that, everything releases. Remove this end. And then from there, you just smash with your knife. So place your knife on top, squeeze, and you just use your fingers, remove the skin. And that's how easy they come out, right? Drop those in. Gonna chop these roots off. And we'll just strip. Rough chop. To better fit in our blender. Alright, we're gonna go in with a little bit more olive oil, because we see where this needs it. It's a little bit dry. Rest of our pimento berries. Salt. Beautiful. Rest of our basil. Oregano. And we're just gonna blend. Beautiful. Release. And we're good to go. And if you are interested in these gadgets that I use here in the kitchen, I have an Amazon storefront link down in the description, and you can see where I have all the tools and equipment right there. Beautiful. And the greatest part about this, when I add these pimento berries in, I get to blend them out nice and fine. Because my son Jamir, he doesn't like the pimento berries in the stew chicken here and there. But once you have this, boom, 1 dollop into your food and you're good to go. And let me show you now, as I said, the oil helps to preserve this, as well as the vinegar. You don't want to use too much vinegar to overpower, so I went in with about 2 tablespoons of vinegar and about a half cup of that oil, right? We're gonna go now with some ice trays. For the ice trays, I have the ones that you can just press the bottom like so. So these will just pop out whenever time you're ready. So we're gonna go in, right into our ice holder here, or the ice tray. And this is about a teaspoon worth in each cube. Pack with goodness. Alright, so if you don't have any ice trays at home, this is another method that you can use. You go into a poly bag or a Ziploc bag, Just pop that in here. You want to do, release the air. We're just gonna give that a nice, just gonna give that a tie. You have that tie, and then you're just gonna flatten this, and then you just use your knife, back of your knife, to make like cubes like so. So you'd put it in the freezer like this. So once it freezes, you just snap it like so, and you're good to go. So that's another method right there. And there you have it, how to make your very own Jamaican / Caribbean green seasoning. So you have here for your meat, fish, poultry, and even your soups. And vegetables, don't forget the vegetables. And if you want to learn how I use this up in my many dishes, check out the links here and see a variety of Jamaican international dishes that I use to pop these in every so often, right? You can just pop these ones in the freezer once they harden. Then you just pop them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, or you put them in a container with a lid that can seal, because you don't want them to get freezer burn, right? As well as this one can stay right in the fridge, and we just take from that freshly. And I like to keep this fresh for up to a week in the fridge, after which, if I'm not going to use it, I'll just do the same thing, put it in the freezer, and then use it at my convenience. All right, so we're here again, and it's the next day, and I'm going to show you what the green season looks like. So let me show you right now. Grab from the freezer, show you how I store these. So just to show you real quick how you do it. So we just pop them out, press like so, and these should pop out easily, just like that. We have a nice little nugget. Just drop that in. You pop them out like so, look. Pop out easily. Whoa. And there. And then now for the one in the bag, just gonna cut that open. So this is what I was talking about. All right, so there, look, it snaps easily, like so. Because remember, put the knife cut, right? Snaps easily. And then you have that, boom. So this is if you don't have any ice trays, you just have a bag. They're very thin, and they snap right where you make that mark, there. And we're good to go. You can take out one out the fridge about 5 to 10 minutes before you cook, or you can just nuke it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to soften it a bit, and you're ready to cook. Speaking of cook, in the next upcoming video, I'm going to show you how I utilize that green seasoning. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if I did provide you with some value. And once again, thank you very much for the love. And I say if you love the vibe, hit subscribe. You say until next time, safe travel upon the gravel, and go and big up on yourself.